3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting all alone.
Hard hit into right, back at the wall.
That's how many sugar, I can feel it in my bones.
Big Puppy.
Back with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pesky Poll Podcast. My name is Robert. This is Ari. We are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. We only have, 1 or 2 games left. This season sucked. This was painstakingly bad. Ari, how you doing?
I'm good. We just need to get to the off season.
Listen,
it's been fun in some ways, but it's not been. I don't know.
There are definitely some positives to the season.
Oh, for sure.
We'll definitely get into it. But
yeah,
for YouTube, you get to see these beautiful faces, as is every week, as Ari's just still trying to get up and function. Spotify and iTunes gang, how you guys doing? Make sure all of you guys hit the follow/subscribe button, like the videos, and get notified to make sure you hear us every single week. With that being said, follow the Pesky Poll Podcast Instagram too. Ari, you got anything else to say to the people before we start?
Nah, let's get into it.
All right. So some random dude just decided to, enjoy a game for himself. How did he get up?
All right. So, for those who don't know, Red Sox are playing the Yankees, right? Yankees? Yeah.
Yes.
And Sunday night. And DJ LeMahieu was at the plate. And he proceeded to step out of the box because they all of a sudden heard some yelling from the outfield. Everyone was like, "What the heck?" Turned around, like, "What is this yelling?" And like with an empty stadium, everything is that much more magnified. Like yelling is.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking around, and we see this guy who managed to scale the green monster and was yelling at the top and throwing baseball hats onto the field. And I saw that, and I immediately started laughing because
that was the greatest thing this season.
I was like, that either says 2 things. 1, how deprived baseball fans are not to be able to get to games. And 2, how crazy people are in 2020.
Yes. All right, so my little sister developed a working theory on how he got up there. All right? He did, like, the Inspector Go-Go Gadget way and just plungered his way up the wall. All right? And that's the best thing I could think of. Like, I don't have any better ideas unless he used a grappling hook and just kind of, climbed it.
I heard from several sources that I cannot name right off the top of my head because I am blanking on the fact.
It's not like we have any inside information. We're getting the same information as the public.
We're getting the same information from everybody else. You guys probably
we're not that good.
We do. No. But this guy proceeded to. He gathered a lot of attention before he climbed the green monster. He was like, "Look at me!" And everybody's like, "What's going on?" He went and did 2 one-armed push-ups. And got up and yelled, "I am Spiderman," and proceeded to climb the green monster, but used like awnings and was jumping on awnings and climbing up like buildings. Not like buildings like Spider-Man, but like, yeah. So then,
maybe
I don't even know how he does that.
Maybe he was Spider-Man.
Maybe he was.
That's my only guess. We saw.
But then he threw like a blue hat.
Yeah.
And then like he yelled. What did he yell?
He yelled 9/11. Basically, 9/11 sucked. The Boston Marathon sucked. America, woo.
Which the
And
woo was
then-
the best part. I was like, there we go.
And then yelled at Michael Chavis, who was playing left field, saying he wasn't good as Michael Jordan.
You're no real
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. And I was like, what the heck does that mean?
Obviously, like, I didn't
I
know.
was like-
I mean, if we're talking about baseball, then yes, he is better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan never made it to the majors, but
But I just was like, what the heck? So that's
I'm
the thing of the
very-
Red Sox fan.
very confused about that. I have no idea what he was thinking, but he was not arrested. He was taken to a psych ward, so hopefully he is okay mentally. And hoping, but it was really scary actually for a second if you were watching it live, like I was, because you're sitting there like, does this dude have a weapon on him? Like, what's his
That's
plan?
Like the
What's
fanny
it-
pack? I was like, does he have a gun? Does he have a bomb? Like, what is that? What's all that about?
What's apparently, fortunately, best case scenario, he was just somebody who was crazy and looking to yell "woo" on the top of the Green Monster.
And like I heard people say this, and I had to agree. If you're gonna go climb the Green Monster in 2020 when there are no fans, you better have more to say than 9/11 and the Boston Marathon sucked. You're no real Michael Jordan. America, woo,
Woo!
woo. That all you got?
Man.
That's literally what I
I-
said after I was like, really? Is that it?
And
Oh man.
I got no idea what he was thinking, but it was funny.
been on
Which
something.
one's more iconic? Which one's more iconic? That moment or dude chucking a ball off the Green Monster and hitting Aaron Judge or Stanton? I can't remember who it was.
Stanton. It was Stanton. I don't know. See, the thing about the chucking the ball at Stanton was that guy had to have some arm strength
That was a
It's a-
cannon.
to
Yes, he
manage
was
to throw the ball
35.
and hit him in the shoulder
But
as he's rounding second base. It was like, I don't know. I just love
that was
how-
impressive.
that was very impressive. I just have to say I love how crazy Red Sox fans are.
hmm So in other news, we also heard that JD Martinez says he's, quote, highly unlikely to opt out, which I think I'm indifferent on, but I think after I said it, that I think he was going to opt out of his contract. It was like 2-3 episodes ago that I said that. I sat
Mhm.
back and I thought to myself, I'm like, why would he opt out? He sucked this year. No one's going to give him that amount of money. So he's coming back for the money. Like,
Yeah, I also think he wants to prove something. And I
Yeah,
think that
that's
JD
true.
Martinez is a way more valuable player than people let on.
mhm.
Especially considering the fact that, so like you said, like he's in it for the money. Like I mean, he's got Scott Boras as his agent, so yes, Scott Boras is all about the money, and agents are like, and they have the right to, because they
they
help-
10%.
something like that. Yeah, and if you you're JD Martinez, JBJ, Bryce Harper, Machado, I think if you're his eight, like for like the agents for those guys, like okay, yeah. But I think, I mean, I if I was JD, I would be extremely pissed about how this season went for me. Like
Yes.
he was abysmal, and it's sad to say that because you've never, like in like the recent years, you've never seen him be this bad.
Yeah,
Like-
he was.
He's put up consistent numbers over the past years, and it was terrible. And then, like, but if you look around the league, it's not just him. Like there are a lot of people who are not doing well.
everybody on the Astros.
Everybody on the Astros, which like yeah, duh, that makes sense. But like
Mhm.
once you get the video replay room, which I think we're gonna get back in 2021, to be able to look at stuff.
Yeah, but
He
let
should
me
be
let me
good.
say this. All right.
Yep.
So for this year, he had. Let me see. Scroll over. A 217 batting average, which is down from. He basically hit 300 for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row, and bam, it's down to 217, which ain't good.
Yeah.
a 293 on base percentage, which is terrible. 389 slugging, which is terrible. 682 OPS, which is terrible. And let me tell you, his last OPS was 1.06, 1.01, 1.10, and 1.03, and then .939. And now it's down to a .682. He was abysmal this year, and plus a negative .9 WAR.
Yep. And like
So
I think
that brings up the question: is he going to be on our top 20 list for next year? Oh wait, we didn't
outfielder?
even do DH. We didn't even do DH, but
maybe we'll do DH this offseason.
Yeah, maybe we will, depending on how little content we have.
Yep. So here's the thing, though. I think that for him, and the reason why I was like, this guy needs to come back is because he's a player coach.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. He will take players aside before games, in games, like after games, between games, and he'll be like, listen, I think you can fix this. And he has such amazing knowledge of hitting that you need to keep a guy like that around.
Yeah.
And regardless if he can field or not, I don't care. The guy can hit. Not in 2020, but he can hit. You know?
But
so,
to counter that, right?
Yeah.
We got to look at this. JD's not getting any younger. He's what, 33, 34 years old at this point? He ain't getting any younger. We got to accept that fact. And how much are we willing to pay for a player coach? What's his option? I think it's like 28 mil. It's something around that. It's huge. Yeah. Future me, put it on the screen. But I don't know how much the exact number is, but that is way too much to be paying for a player coach. I thought 15 million was way too much to pay for a player coach for Dustin Pedroia. It still is egregious. All right. We
all know he's probably either
doesn't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, and I don't think this. I mean, JD is a healthy guy. I highly doubt. But we said that about Pedroia before he got spiked. So it's like.
But JD's played 51 out of 58 games this season, so he's been very, very healthy.
Yeah.
No complaints on his health. It's just talent has decreased significantly this year.
Well, you got it. I mean, yes, that's because of the video replay run. And considering the fact that you get all hyped up for spring training, and then you sit for 3 months. Like, I don't know how hard that is, but I can imagine getting in the mental mindset of we're going to play a full 162 games, sitting for 3 months, and being... No. 60 games. 2 of your best pitchers are out. You lose Mookie, and you're like, what am I doing here? Not what am I doing here, like, I want to leave, but, like, okay. So I think, like, he was trying to feel everything out. A lot of people were, Like,
but at the same time, like, what you said about the video room.
Yeah.
He went from a 305 to a 217. I'm not talking 0.08 of your batting average coming from a damn video room. Yeah, that's way, way, way too much. This is obviously a decline for him, and I'm just really hoping he can bounce back for next year, because if not, we have some issues. Actually, no, he is a 1-year contract. If he sucks that bad, we can just either trade him or let him go.
Yep.
I'm surprised they didn't trade him, but...
I'm not surprised they didn't trade him. He's one of those guys like Xander. I'm surprised they didn't trade Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Erod.
Yeah.
He's somewhat back. He has been officially cleared to walk and work out, which
that's big.
Not even for baseball's sake, for his own health's sake. That is very, very big. I didn't know the severity of his condition until I actually read up on it.
Myocarditis is a very serious thing.
So I know this episode has been a little glitchy. I don't know why. The Wi-Fi just ain't working for me, and it has in the past 2 episodes. I don't know what they'll do about it, but we're doing our best.
Yep.
Let's get into Erod and talk about... He's finally able to walk and work out again, which... Not even for baseball's sake, for his own sake. Thank God that he's able to get back to it. I mean, he's been through a lot.
He's been through a ton. You know,
That's terrible.
expecting to be the ace for the season.
Mhm.
And then getting COVID, and then getting being diagnosed with myocarditis.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Hopefully we can get him back in the 2021 season because that's our number 2 dude. We got Sale, Erod, Evaldi, Perez, who's coming off like a career year. Like,
No complaints here.
I don't know what the hell he did, but hopefully Perez and
Everything
Tanner Houcken. I'm fine with that. Like,
everything but that last start was way more than what we needed in 2020.
oh, even that last start was exactly what we needed.
Well,
Even that
actually,
last-
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but like his pitching was, I don't know. And I read somewhere that he actually has like ditched his 4-seam.
yeah,
This was like,
that
no,
was
I'm
the
not doing that
change of
anymore.
his season. When he just said, you know what, screw the 4-seam, I can't throw it that well anymore.
Yeah.
Change up 2-seam, cutter. Yeah, he's been nuts.
Yeah.
But
I remember watching one of the scrimmage games before the actual season started, and I watched him, and he was blowing by guys. Like he was like cutter, and it was like, it wasn't just like he was throwing it; it was really accurate, and it was moving at different parts of the zone, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is completely different from what I've like heard of any Martin Perez like in the past. Crazy.
Yeah. They need to make sure they bring him back for probably like a 2-year, $8 million deal.
$8 million deal. You're
$8 million total. So $4
total?
million a year.
I would say, because the way the budgetary constraints are with this team, especially with JD not opting out.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. He needs a contract for sure.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. He's gonna make his money. I'm not too upset with it, but hopefully we can get Erod back to at least his former self, because dude was balling before he ended up contracting.
I mean, 2019 season was the best he's ever pitched in his entire career. Like, very close to 20 wins.
Mm-hmm.
I remember listening to that last game and being like, he just needs to win this game. He needs to win this game. And the bullpen, as always, just like wet the bed. And I was like,
yep. Now let me ask you this, all right? For our starting pitchers, what's the most amount of wins by a starting pitcher this year?
4.
4 by Evaldi. Nobody has more than 4 wins.
Hey, but if Tanner's leading the entire pitching staff with ERA.
Dude's been killing it. He basically came in here, you know what? You thought Phillips Valdez was good. You haven't seen the Houck show.
The Houck show is something else.
Man, he came in, he like, I don't care anymore. They left me down there for way too long.
That, but also the fact, like, okay, yeah, he has that great start in Tampa Bay. But then also he has a great start against the Yankees in Fenway. And I was just like, okay, so this guy is not just a one-hit wonder. Like, this guy, like, back-to-back starts is, like, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Does he pitch tonight? I think he pitches tonight. No, Perez pitches tonight.
Last Perez day?
No, actually, Perez day was...
no, yeah, he just played a couple days ago. Let's say.
Yep, Tanner.
Yep, Tanner tonight and Evaldi tomorrow.
The Tanner show.
Maybe?
Not Pivetta. Pivetta's pitching tomorrow.
Pivetta's okay. Sweet. Another loss. Hopefully. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that Braves game real quick, and then let's...
Oh my gosh. Last night's Braves game? I just want to say something right off the bat.
Please do.
I have never been more excited for a leadoff home run given up by Red Sox pitching in my entire life. I was driving in the car on my way home, and I heard that, and I was like, oh, Acuna just demolished that ball. And like, because I can't see it, I'm just hearing it.
What was it, 495 feet?
495. And I was
Man.
like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, whoa! We're losing this game today.
That's some big boy power.
Oh my gosh. And then when I got home, I looked at the video, and I was like, damn. the ball almost didn't come down.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
farthest
Say it with
ball hit Sadcast.
Say it with me. Say it with me. Santa Maria! Yeah, that was about it. But we're going through the game, and we're somehow tied 4-4 after 9 innings. Right? The Red Sox decide, you know what? We're going to show the world that we're
No,
good.
Verdugo. Verdugo was the one. Verdugo and Plawecki were like, all right, we're almost going to win this game.
Yeah. So then you decide, why not? Let's score 2 runs in the 10th. So you go and score 2 runs in the 10th. Fortunately, the Braves are just like, yeah, we want to win an extra game. So they go and score 2 runs in the 10th. Then you score a run in the 9th or in the 11th.
Two in the 11th, I think.
They scored 2 in the 11th?
I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't matter. But
No, sorry, 1 in the 11th. You're right.
yeah, 1 in the 11th. So then it was 7-6. And then, thank God for Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Man, if he didn't hit that, we won that game
the entire time. I was pissed because, okay, all right, we give up a home run in the bottom of the first. That's great. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get him run back in the 5th, and I was like, really? Then they score 3 in the 8th. No, sorry, we score another one in the 7th, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
why are we scoring runs this late in the game? And then they score 3 in the 8th. Then we score 2 in the top of the 9th. I was ticked because I was like, we need to lose this game. What part of losing do you not understand? And then, like you said, back and forth 2-2. And then Freddie hit the home run. I was like, oh, that's all we needed. Just put Springs in way earlier, and we could have, saved an inning of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I love how if you look at that home run, Jeffrey Springs is sitting there pissed that he gave it up. I'm like, no, Jeffrey, you did good. You did good, buddy. Now, Jeffrey, I know this was probably the last time you're going to pitch in a Major League game, like ever. So I know this is a bad way to go out, but it was good for the team. You got to remember that.
Well, and if you're on the team, you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying these guys are enjoying losing, but at the same time, if your future is here with the Red Sox and you like it here, it's a necessary evil.
There's a reason why they sat Devers, Bogarts last night. They didn't play. And I was like, that's good. Those guys need to rest. And then JD's hitting, and it's like, okay, well, I get why. And then JBJ's batting 4th. I was like, what? Which I personally think that guy's going to get a contract.
Mm-hmm.
I read some stuff that was encouraging. Last time we talked, we were saying that like JBJ probably is no mas.
Yeah, I'm still saying he's out.
Heim went to the meeting and said, listen, because they were talking about what are you going to do about Jackie, and he was like, I'm going to be honest. He says, I have not talked to him yet because I've had so many other things I'm trying to figure out. And he says, like, I will talk to him as soon as I can. So it's not like the guy's just like ghosting him.
Mm-hmm.
But they better give him a decent contract. And I want to know what your take is on this. The next center fielder that we're being linked to sign is George Springer.
No need to waste money. No need to waste.
That's what I think. I'm like, that is a big contract. No doubt about the player. The player's he's a pretty good player, pretty good center fielder. But I can only imagine what the contract he's gonna get.
Man, he's gonna get something big. Well, didn't he have a terrible season this year?
He didn't have a great season. Well, I mean, none of the Astros.
Mainly because of the. Yep.
Change up.
But hopefully we don't. I really don't want him.
And also, I don't think that Heim is the type of GM that's just going to go and spend a ton of money, even if we have it. Like, I think if he's going to spend the money, he's going to spend it where it counts. And that's going to be, if he knows, which I have a sneaky suspicion that he's actually going to sign Bradley to a decent contract.
Yeah, I'd rather get Bradley than Springer. And that's a little biased.
Springer's a way better hitter. Way better hitter, no doubt about it. but Jackie is above. Well, he's an elite outfielder, elite
Yes.
center for sure. I would rank him up with Trout as one of the best, center fielders in baseball. Defensive wise, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously. What's your prediction on what this lineup's going to look like next year? Because, in all honesty, I don't think we're going to have that much turnover. I think offensive-wise, we're going to be mostly the same.
Yeah, I think pitching is going to have a complete overhaul, especially the bullpen.
It better.
I think we're going to keep Mazza.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to keep Barnes. I think we're going to keep Brazier. I think we're going to keep Valdez.
And half those names, I really hope we don't, but,
Taylor. I
don't want
I'm
Taylor.
willing to give those. I'm willing to give Taylor, Barnes, Brazier, those guys 1 year. And if they don't do well, ship them to trade deadline.
No, there's only one guy for me that is
Valdez is
solid staying. Yeah, Valdez. That's the only guy I'm 100%.
Yep.
And I'm kind of in on Domingo Tapia too, and that's it.
Yep. I think that guy needs a couple more years, maybe a year.
I think he needs another year. Maybe it's more of a long reliever, just to, give us some innings under his belt. Kind of be the person that Matt Hall was supposed to be this year. Mm-hmm. Remember at the start of the season we were saying, "Oh, Matt Hall's doing great in summer camp. Looks like he's the next long reliever, halfway starter guy," and was out of the league within a month. Remember that? I'm
trying not to remember that. I've been trying to forget Matt Hall ever since he was like demoted, and I was like,
I drank away the pain. Just kidding.
So, yeah, that's what I think, and I think that you have someone like I think if Darwinson can stay healthy.
Darwinson. Forgot about him. Forgot about Hernandez. If he can
stay healthy, I really want to see what he can do, because that guy, he was going to be a starting pitcher. Then we kind of moved into relief pitcher. I think the guy is way more suited to be a relief pitcher than starter.
Absolutely.
He's got crazy heat.
Yeah, we got two guys coming off the bullpen now that have insane heaters that you can put into any situation in Hernandez and Tapia. And where did Tapia even?
Dude, Brazier has Brazier. I mean,
Brazier can hit 97, but he's gonna hit the dude in the back. At least those other dudes can locate.
Barnes will just throw the ball with his eyes closed. No,
Barnes. It wouldn't surprise me if Barnes somehow hit the pesky pole. That's all I'm gonna say.
And not with a bat. No.
Somehow the ball just somehow it goes backwards.
Verdugo was like, "What the heck?" hey, he's over there.
Yeah,
that's where home plate is.
Yeah, where the retirement home is, Renicky.
Yeah, Renicky's like, "What happened?" No.
Man, Renicky, hearing aid. Yep, you've got to turn it on. Man,
the Yankees are like, "That's an earpiece. That's an earpiece. That's an earpiece." No.
That's his hearing aid. Yeah,
that's his hearing aid.
Man, we need to stop on Renicky. I feel bad. Yes, it was funny last week, but at some point we gotta stop.
I gotta say this. I have to give Renicky a little bit of respect.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to do this.
He wasn't supposed to do this, and in a crazy year in 2020, he's like, "Yeah, I'll be your manager." Yeah. And I definitely think this is the last hurrah for the guy. I don't think he's gonna go coach anywhere else.
He's retiring. Like I said, get him a little margarita, put him on Cancun, and just
with Pablo.
Life is good. No, Pablo would eat Cancun.
Pablo is Cancun. Yeah. So, anyways, lineup. I think you have. So for outfielders,
we need more.
So we need a right-handed hitter, right-handed hitting outfielder. That's all we need.
Because let's assume we get JBJ back. Dougie's obviously staying. JD's now a DH. What is Chavis now a left fielder?
Benny's gonna bat left.
Benny's dead. All right,
no, I don't think the guy's dead.
Benny's dead.
Dude, you're so down on Benny.
We have to move on. He's dead.
No.
There's no more. He batted a 103 this year, and I can't even remember any time he got a hit. He had only had 3 of them.
What was his on-base percentage, though?
I don't know. It was a little under 300, I think.
He was walking the entire time.
Man. He had good plate discipline, but that was about it.
Plate discipline, 99.
Yes, and that was about it. Contact, 3. If that.
Contact against lefties, 2.
2. Power against lefties, -6.
I was gonna say 1, but
Man.
I think that you give him another year, but with Benny, you gotta feel it out. Like he's gotta get, because like once they put him on the injured reserves or the injured list with like a rib issue, I was like, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense why he can't hit the ball. But you can't base it off of just 1 year. Like last year, he was, I think, what were his numbers from last year? Was he pretty good?
Last year was still not great. He's been on a decline ever since his rookie season.
Yeah. So he's got to get together with the hitting coach and just kind of figure that out. But we for sure need another right-handed hitter.
Yes, absolutely. We need another right-handed hitter. Second base, let's say, is up in the air between Araruz and Arroyo.
Yep. Peraza out. I don't want to see Peraza.
No. Short third, obvious. First, Chavis and Dahlbeck. Catcher, Vasquez. Unless they trade him to the Rays.
No, we're not trading him to the Rays.
I think we might. I think there's a legitimate shot. Unless, hear me out.
Who are we going to get? We're going to get Glasnow? I don't want Glasnow.
Hear me out. Listen.
Right.
Listen.
Okay.
There was a certain GM of the Rays last year that built up a very good farm system. Do you remember his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think maybe we could trust him to say, hey, I worked with these prospects. I know which ones are actually going to make it. If we're trading to anyone within the division, I want it to be the Rays. 100%.
Yeah.
I want it to be the Rays because Heim knows that organization inside and out.
Here's my thing, though. Vasquez has made it very clear. I'll throw this out there right away. He doesn't want to go anywhere. Like he's like, I want to retire with the Red Sox. So it won't be a matter of him, leaving in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. But I don't think you just throw away someone like Vasquez. Like, he is a phenomenal.
No, you don't throw him away. You trade him for good prospects.
For who? Are we going to get starting pitchers?
Hopefully.
I don't want Glasnow. I don't want Yarborough. I don't want even
prospects.
I don't. But see, here's the thing. We could say prospects all we want with Heim. But I want to be able to win a World Series soon.
Yes.
It's not going to be next year. It's not going to be, and maybe 2022. Maybe.
I say this team's playoff next year.
Definitely playoffs. Not winning the World Series.
Yeah.
And so we need to figure out what we're doing with that.
Mm-hmm. Man, I got no idea anymore. But
yeah,
we're running a little bit long. You boys got to leave soon.
It's all good.
So let's get into the clip of the week.
Yeah.
All right. What is your clip for this week, Senor?
Probably Michael Chavis making that amazing catch and then throw to home plate.
Mm-hmm. What game was that?
That was against the Orioles.
Was it against the O's? Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
Against the O's.
It just makes it
I don't know what the runner was thinking.
Look it up.
I don't know what the runner was thinking and to be fair, Chavis probably didn't have to dive for that ball. And he's not a very experienced outfielder. I mean, he's plays like
learning
games. And so makes the catch. It's like, all right, that's a great catch. And then he goes and stands up and throws the ball. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why is the runner going? Like, left field is so shallow in Fenway.
Yep.
That play was halfway, like smack dab right in the middle of left field. That's not very far.
Yeah, you don't run on Chavis.
No.
Just like Doogie. You don't run on him.
No, you don't run on Jackie. You don't run on anybody on the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Jackie has a noodle arm. Jackie
Jackie does not have a noodle arm. That guy's got amazing arm strength.
No, he does not. If he had more arm strength, he'd hit more home runs.
Okay, I want you to go insert the video of him throwing a ball into center field from home plate.
All right, I'll do my best to find it. But my clip of the week, and it has to be just to save us this number 2 potentially pick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's looking like we have some other prospects that might be good at this draft, but
Nope.
I'd have to want a top
Nope.
2 pick.
I want Jack later.
Freddie Freeman.
Yep. Thank you, Freddie.
That
guy's gonna win MVP.
Man, I hope so. He deserves it.
Yeah,
he's such a funny dude too. Okay, so for the first time in a while, I remembered to ask the people some opinions on themselves, and I had asked them, and we got a lot of responses for this. What is your favorite non-alcoholic drink? Now, Ari is 20, he doesn't drink, and I'm 21.
Sorry. I'm 20.
No, I'm 21, I don't drink. But we asked the people, what is your favorite non-alcoholic drink, senor?
Me?
Yes, you.
I mean, there's nothing that beats a good Coke. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
that's
can
it.
understand that. For me, I would have to say probably apple juice. Freaking love apple juice in the morning.
I was gonna say apple cider. That would be like my second.
Apple cider ain't bad.
Apple cider is like another level of apple juice. It's like the higher, poshier end.
Yep. So,
yeah.
Our people. All right.
Yeah.
First, Madeline Rose said eggnog. And I could not. This is so true. I love eggnog with a passion.
Oh, okay.
Only Hood eggnog and Oakhurst sometimes. Hood golden eggnog is the greatest thing ever.
All right.
And anybody who lives below like New York, I apologize. You'll never experience good eggnog. They don't have it down here in Tennessee. It's not
really?
They have it, just not the good stuff. They don't have the good stuff. I like good stuff. Next is from your friend Claire. She says chai tea. I've never been a big tea person.
I've never actually tried that. I know a lot of people like it. I smelled it once and I was like, smells like trash can to me.
Yeah.
Trash can. But I also didn't give it a fair shot because I didn't taste it. So
I've never been a tea guy. But we got 2 people here saying kind of the same answers. Our boy Patrick and _t.res both saying Sprite / McDonald's Sprite. Yeah. Let me tell you, McDonald's Sprite hits different.
Yeah,
I don't know what they put in it, but you just get it and you're
so
like,
cold.
whoa!
It's so cold, you're like,
wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not much of a soda drinker, but let me tell you, when I need soda, it's always either root beer, orange soda, or Sprite.
Hey.
You want Sprite?
No, LeBron.
Okay.
And next we have Raven who says coffee, and we've already talked about coffee. Ari's just waking up, and he's
I'm
barely
so
been in
up.
this episode. He's halfway there. I'm not a coffee. And I've talked to a couple people who live internationally, and they say American coffee sucks, and they're bed coffee. Like,
I can imagine that.
I agree with it. But final one, we have from your girl Ellen. She says limeade with mint.
Really?
I want to ask her about that because
really,
I don't know about that one, dog. But I don't know. That might be good.
Limeade with mint sounds amazing.
That seems actually kind of refreshing. Like it's a cool shot.
Really
how Sprite is.
If it's really cold, oh yeah. Wow. I gotta try that. Yeah.
Ellen, if you're listening right now, thank you. That might be one to try. A little mint with limeade. Okay, I'm looking out again. Stop it. All right, turn off the phone. Chuck the phone away. That was a bad idea. I missed the bed. Crap.
Hey,
that's not broken.
Flash us the Polar sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, we gotta hit him with the one time. I already posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, but we still need.
Trust me. Very much for the cause. Needed to be done. Cost me $50.
Sign him 2021.
This
Sign
is
him 2020 off season.
Yes.
Or 2021 off season.
But with that being said, with Pilar on my shoulder, let's get into our favorite part of the episode. Welcome the people.
Welcome to Ari's Takes.
Man, I need more energy. I know it's early, but you've been lacking with the energy for that, like the past 3 weeks. My God.
So this one's kind of a lame one because I felt like I needed to tone it down from last. Ari's Take.
We will not talk about last one.
Last Ari's Takes was like...
You have ruined the legend of Moises Alou for me.
It's like if you go to the fridge and you're like, I'm going to get some milk. And you get the, oh, great, I got milk. And then you open it and it's sour. And you're like, oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Trash.
Yep.
This one's way more tame.
Okay.
Did you know that the average golf ball has 336 dimples? Slightly more than Rafael Devers. I'm not a big golf man, but I mean, I saw that and I was like, Devers.
Man, we've already talked about golf before, right? I love going out. When I was up in Maine, I hit a full 18. And like I said, my golf shot, all right, it's supposed to go that way.
Is it like Matt Barnes pitching?
No, it goes that way.
Matt Barnes pitching the pesky ball?
Yes. Not even joking. It's bad. Right?
Yeah.
With my pitching wedge, you put me with a pitching wedge about 90 yards out from a pin, I'm getting on the green every time. All right, I'm God with the pitching wedge. You give me any more than that, I'm out. I'm gonna play golf 90 yards at a time.
Sometimes when I'm really bored in the fall, when there's no football, I will go out and I have some clubs. I have little orange balls, and I'll just put them in the grass and hit them with drivers. Hit them out in my lawn. And then I lose a couple, and then I'm like, this is why I don't do it. So.
Man, I could poke them out there. Like, I don't know. Typical shot for me is going about in between 150 and 200.
Okay.
Because I'm more focused on control than
actual
power. Because I don't have any of that. Like,
I want to go sometime and actually play.
Man, we should have played while I was up in Maine. You should have tagged along.
We should do that.
Would have been fun. If I'm ever back up,
we should do it.
I don't know, probably closer to when I graduate in like April, May. Hopefully it's warm enough. I'll take a trip up with golf. All right. But with that being said, you got anything else to say to the people before we end?
No, just we gotta take all of our mental power to try to lose tonight and tomorrow.
Yes.
We have to take all of our frustrated pent-up energy from this 2020 season and cheer on the Texas Rangers to win. If we do those two things, Pesky Pole Podcast, we will get the second pick, and we will get Jack Leiter.
Yes.
Yes.
There's some drafts that I heard on Section 10 that they have Jack Leiter going as the lowest 7th. So it might still be a shot that we get him, even if we.
I wouldn't take that chance.
I wouldn't want to risk it. But with that being said, let's roll that outro music. Thank you guys so much for watching from the bottom of our hearts. We will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.